Friday, and it's a awesome Friday. Yes, you can see it. You can say it again. Say it, Raheem. You're always saying this thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It is awesome. Okay, it is awesome, and there's nothing you can do about it if you have the great privilege to breathe in. Your breath is intact. Your sleep is intact. But yeah, well, without insomnia. Literally what I meant is that if you're alive and you're doing great, it's awesome. So let's welcome you to the show. It's a nighttime show, Fridays edition. And then of course this is where we do the open mic. It's literally the open mic Friday. And it's weekend. Of course, everybody's kind of happy because, it's Friday. And I ask questions most times when I see people jubilating and asking. I ask this question: why people jumping around? And the same thing that I feel that I know about, which is it's weekend, so we're gonna go have fun. It is good to have fun, no doubt, but at this period, you must have fun in a good way, and make sure the fun is about good stuff. Make sure that the fun looks like Austin. Nah. Make sure that the fun is possibly kind of pepper soup, grilled chicken, and not a lot of beer. Make sure that they could be a swallow, could be anything. Make sure it is something that you can eat. And that's the fun. So, but it's Friday anyway. On the lighter note, welcome to Friday open mic. All right, let's start the show. It's 9:30, and it's about that time for us to. It's okay. It's about that time for us to start the show. Okay, so it is another beautiful Friday, and we were going to be talking about things that involves the country, that involves you, that involves the world. So that ranting that you've been keeping, that you want to rant this Friday, today is the time, and today is the day. Well, if you're vexing about certain things, the show is for you. This is the rant headquarters, but of course you got to do it with with all, you don't break the rules. Okay, so let's start the show. My name is Raheem, and once again, you are welcome. Today happens to be the World Menopause Day, and it's crazy when people hear these things. And their minds go to places. But who cares? I've got to give you the information. It's World Menopause Day. So the time when men pause. All right, October 18, World Menopause Day. Observed every time at this particular day, every year. And this is about awareness, is to raise awareness every year about the impacts and the condition on lives of women. And of course, around the world, not just, around the world. And, despite affecting about half of the world's population, and of course, menopause isn't actually talked about as much as it should be. And, observing the day is also an opportunity to encourage further medical research on, the condition. So, it's the World Menopause Day. And of course, menopause is for women. So, World Menopause Day was established in 1984, and of course by the World Health Organization and the International Menopause Society, that's the IMS, with the intention of spreading awareness about this condition that affects women as they age. Menopause is a term used to describe the natural decline of a woman's reproductive hormones, beginning between the ages of 45. But some people actually are still strong, and they're still productive. Their hormones are still, reproducing. At the age of 55, I've seen at the age of 59. So it differs. But literally, the statistic age that is scripted is 45 to 55. So at this time, the woman's reproductive hormones beginning to, between this age, starts to, decline when the body experiences its last menstrual cycle. And how we do every Wednesday. This is things that we talk about. But today's Friday. Common symptoms of menopause include hot flashes, night sweats, mood changes, and all of that stuff. And sometimes sleep disturbances. All of these symptoms actually result into increase of anxiety and depression to, women at this point. And, of course, depression after menopause. Women are actually more at risk of developing conditions like heart diseases and osteoporosis. So most treatment for menopause focus on, symptomatic relief, as is a normal part of aging. It's a normal part of aging, and it has such is not a curable condition. It's an age condition when you are aging as a woman. So the condition has not been actually studied as much as it should be, and is not discussed openly. Rather, people just, in this part of the world, people just, use it like a stigma on some, age women. But live better, talking about the women that you can live and live better, talking about the women that you can live an healthier lives. And then this is the reason why I always say that it's best for women to get married. I think I'm gonna have that on Tuesday, maybe. Women to get. I've talked about it last year. Women should get married earlier. They should get married as quick as possible, because everything's that are declining, including the sex drive and the values of sex declines. But for the man, is when the man is growing older, is when he's kicking even stronger. All right, so you're gonna argue with me and tell me, Raheem, I don't think women should get married early. It is good, because when a woman is 20 something, it's like the woman is actually in her 30s. When men are at the age of 40 something, that's just a new 30. 50 something is a new 30. So it's like the more we get older, the more the more we're getting younger, and the more we get better. The more our sexual value gets better. But it's not the same thing with women. So I'm advocating for women to get married early. Finish having your babies. Go back to the gym, hit the iron, scoop yourself with this iron out there, and make sure that you are sound again, so that you start looking like a psychedelic girl way back when you actually met your man, and you start, it's beautiful that way, so you don't have issues. All right, so that's my take. But then again, shout out to all the women out there. Menopause, World Menopause Day. So I know, lastly, that I know there's some scientists that are actually working on stuff. There's some doctors who are actually trying to figure out exactly how women can actually, live longer and without menopause. And I know there's some people already who has figured out some things that they are taking already, that they're still, their reproductive, system is still very active and still working. Believe me. So, it's just that some of the big billionaires and some of the world leaders, they know a lot of secrets. Can you imagine, like, for example, look at, let's say black people live longer than white people. Now look at this. Donald Trump is a Caucasian, right? It's a white man. Literally, he's 70 something. If I'm not mistaken, he should be 80 years plus, or possibly in his late 70s. Talk of the devil. Okay, so he is he's not even looking his age. Look at that. He's not looking his age, and it's funny that some of us actually in this part of the world, like some Africans, and we're already 50, 60, and we're already looking older. But so that's to say that they say black people they have good genes and living longer than white, but look, it's like the reverse is the case. Maybe you're going to blame that too. Well, the Europeans actually invaded Egypt back in 1802 and took everything, and it's like reverse is the case now. Well, we're going to talk about that, Leg. I don't want to start talking about that. But then again, welcome on board. The World Menopause Day is today. Shout out to all the women out there who man just bust. And it's a great day. That is it's not a bad thing. But some of you actually know exactly how to, take good care of yourself. All right. All right, without wasting any time, I want to start talking, and so I'm just going to open up the phone lines. There's a lot of things to talk about today. I'm going to be a little bit different, from other days. Well, I don't know if you can actually decipher the difference from now on. But then it's Open Mic Friday. It's time for us to start talking about the state of the world. What is that thing you want to talk about that is stressing you? And what do you want to see change in politics? What do you want to see change in the social world? What exactly you want to talk about that is actually barging you? Your heart is heavy, and you want to talk about. I'll give you the opportunity for you to, go ahead. But then there's too many in here. For those of you who don't have things to say, I'll give you something to talk about. I'm just gonna keep it short. There are a lot of things to talk about. Too many things to talk about. First off, there is the story about what I talked about, and about the incident that happened in Nasarawa. I believe. I think my head is cool. Okay, so the tanker driver, I talked about it on Wednesday, and I was throwing out my condolence to everyone that got burnt in that fire. Now, we can also talk about that too. Now, one problem we have in this part of the world is that any time, because of, even when things are a little bit better than the way it is now, whenever that is a collided, a fuel tanker collided with any car or any bus or any vehicle, and and it's leaking, people rush to go scoop it. And so many times, I remember some decades ago on radio, we've talked about this. It kills, and it's a dangerous thing, and people don't want to understand why they shouldn't do it. The incident that happened in the north about the blast from the tanker, the fuel tank, it's not new. It's something that's been going on last 2 weeks or last week. I also talk about it. I think that should be somewhere. I don't know if it's in the highway or somewhere, and they had a fuel tank collided with a bus, and then the people there got burnt. A lot of them died. The video, I still have the video. If you ask me for the video, I'll send it to you. And then people rushed, the community people around that area rushed to the tanker and was scooping fuel. And not minding that is one of the most dangerous things in the world that could explode. And they forgot that people were on the ground dying. They left them. People who were actually broken jaws, bleeding, almost dying, they left them, took their cans to the tanker to be scooping fuel that was gushing out. Wow. It's crazy. I got a video from outside the country, and I saw that a big man, a medical doctor that you guys would know, was even the one who posted it and was crying. He was shedding tears. And I know some of you have seen the video. And now this just happened again. I heard it was 150 or almost 150, but now I'm hearing it's close to maybe 90 to 100 that died, and then 50 or 40 maybe should be in the hospital. It's crazy. That is one. Another one is about the problem the banks are having. The ATM in Nigeria don't work anymore. So this time around, it's the point of sales, the POS. Those are the service that we get. And sometimes when you take your ATM card to go to the ATM, it doesn't work because your ATM card has gotten very used to the POS. The point of sale. Those operators are actually, they are the they are the new bank now. They are the real ATM machine. So where's the essence of cashless? And where's the essence of getting all of this ATM that is stock in front of the banks that we see around? You go there, you don't have it. You can't get money from them. And then even if you try to, of course, the denomination that you're going to get is not what you want to, but it's like they're the one now telling you exactly how much you're going to get. Your own money, which we talked about this and now we are quiet about that. Okay. A lot of banks that are having issues ever since the IT, the IT guys who are actually responsible of the text messages and every other thing that had to do with the data, balances in all of these banks. Those IT guys, they all left. I knew when they all left. Most of them actually are seeking solace somewhere else in the country because they feel that they get paid better. They will get paid better. So they all left. They're going for a place where they will be appreciated, not a place that they will be bombarded with things. So they left. And then that's why charges was just coming. You remember last year or a couple of years ago, it started increasing, and then you're just going to start seeing charges coming in, and you're like, and some people have to rush down to the bank. Still have, it's been crazy. You know what I'm talking about. Now, a particular bank, which is Bank PSP, Bank GT Bank, came in to tell us that they're having an issue, and they specifically said it was upgrade. Most of the banks, that's what they say. It was an upgrade, so you can't make transaction because they are upgrading their system. So now, I got a letter. They came on X, on former Twitter, and they came with a letter and posted something that, so sorry, Nigerians should be, they should be sorry about, what's going on. People should just take heart and, and take it easy with them because it was about the upgrade, and that's why they had an issue. The system was crazy. They should bear with them. And they wrote that and put that letter out for the whole world to see. I even got one, and I posted it to my people for them to see it. Immediately, I posted it there on WhatsApp. Everybody who started complaining up until now, it is still the same problem. They can't make transaction. Some banks, like Zenith Bank, which happened to be one of the best banks before now, it's finished. Now Jitter Bank, because now it's GT Coal. Is that why there have been changes or something? Because I know when it was GT Bank, it was better. One of the best banks so far. But now, so whatever that comes better in Nigeria at the time must go rogue. That's number one. A lot of people are complaining about that. And someone even told me it could be a lullaby for some kind of scene that they're trying to eradicate. I don't know if you understand. That, well, he's going to call in today and he's going to let me know exactly. Maybe he's listening. He will tell me exactly what you think about that. And then you're going to see that most times some things happen for a reason. It could be, because people are the arms of affairs. People have shares. People are connected. Too much money with the banks and everything. They know what they're doing. We don't know, but they know what they're doing. Real quick, there's a lot of other things to talk about. Jonathan has actually come out to talk about that. The judiciary is the problem with a lot of parties, and some people are having issues, and and some parties are having issues, and of course some states are having issues. Is the judiciary? It's putting the blame on it. All right. And then again, what else? There are too many other things. And then the story about an Igbo man becoming an Igbo professor of Arabic has been appointed to be the Imam of Abuja National Mosque. And people are complaining about it is, you can be anything you want to be. I don't even know why people were complaining about an Igbo man or an Igbo professor of Arabic. The man obviously is he not a Muslim? We have a lot of them. Asari Dokubo is also the religion of Islam. That's what he believes in, and because they believe they can have a lot of wives, so he's got too many of them. I know some of his daughters, they do the same thing they're doing a nut there in River State. So, come on, anything can happen. So you people shouldn't be, don't say too bad about the guy. That's what it is. And there's so many other things. Come on. What else? There's been an accusation that some people are actually working for the All Progressive Congress. I'm talking about no other. You already know. There's a man that was embattled chairperson on a particular, on a particular party that the courts which is what Jonathan was talking about. The court affirmed him as still, the face of that party. And so we are hearing now that he is working for the All Progressive Congress. Progressive. I don't know, but you already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, it's Labour Party. What's his name again? Abure? So there's been too many things that, that you already know. We can talk about that. And I'm going to open the phone lines right now so you can start calling. What do you want to talk about? Go ahead, be civil. And please don't play with me. If your stuff is not clear, if you're not in a good place and I don't like your voice, I'll put you off. So get serious with me. The number is 0700-903-903-903. Be civil. Respect people. Don't abuse anybody. It's not tolerated. On my show, as a matter of fact, 0700-903-903-903. You can play as long as you want, but do not abuse anybody. Hey, call me on WhatsApp also on the chat line on 081-7175-6338. I want to hear from you. First of all, I got a lot of calls up in there. Let me take from Fortunatus Ogre Davis. You're welcome on board, brother.
Yeah. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Very good. You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm having flu. Oh, is it flu? I'm under the weather though.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. I heard when you talked about banking issues and disruptions and how the customers are frustrated. I think it's an experience I actually would want us to take a look at, particularly because I've been affected as well as a customer of GT Bank. It amounts to me though that at times things that are supposed to be simple are not always simple here. Like things that work elsewhere do not always work here. So that became like a challenge to me to understand. At the point I was at the bank and I tried to understand why people would be locked off access to their funds, which they have in the bank, for days, just because he told us that you were doing kind of system upgrade. I had a chat with them. Even the staff of the banks are not so impressed with what was going on. One actually had to show me an evidence, even on inside his own phone, which shows me that even he himself had done transactions that are still stranded somewhere, pending somewhere, and they could actually have access to the money, and the person he sent it to could not also have access to the money. So I just asked the young man, and I asked him if, for instance, my child is in the hospital and I needed to pay for her hospital bill before anything, or my wife is in the theater room in labor. So is this the kind of story that you guys are going to be telling your customers? Okay. Now, if you look at the trend, they've actually informed customers about the migration, which most of us are actually now on a conversation with, which began on Friday, October 11th, and was expected to conclude by 9 a.m. on Monday. Okay. But apparently, this didn't conclude, and even down till 16th, we are still getting updates from GTB that the upgrade will last much longer. So, and that gives me that thought. Okay, one of the mails I actually received from them is saying that that they are pleased to inform us that services on their digital banking channels are online, and all our branches nationwide are open to serve you. That we are at work fine-tuning and optimizing our new systems to ensure that the quality of your services and experience with us is significantly advanced. We thank you for your understanding and support during this transition. Your continued trust means everything to us. And blah, 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 blah. This was on the 16th. And I tried to sample opinions, and I also discovered that up till moment, people are still stranded. Most of the
Yeah.
transactions that initiate, like the fund transfer, you moved a huge amount of money to a particular destination. The person is sent to, or the company is sent to receive the money. You've been debited, and the money is not in your account, and you really can access the money. And GT Bank staff or the desk cannot even help you. So it was not like it's so frustrating. So my question basically is, why is it that most of the time things that happen here do not happen elsewhere? I'm actually aware that we got this technology from the West, and how are they doing it using the same thing that we're using here? And it's going seamless at their own end. But we are having serious issue right here. That's an issue for me. And also, we want to look at how the banks are managing this issue. Talk about communication, talk about doing the right thing to see that the customers who are in the network do not get stranded.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to say, I think the communication has been very, very abysmal and dismal. Honestly, like,
Mm-hmm.
how can you do an upgrade that's taking you like 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and people can't even use their phones? It's like crazy. Now, from the IT point of view, I've done quite a couple of stuff in firmware application engineering, which I do sort of my in terms of reference in my own office.
Okay.
And I know that there are things that we do to actually make sure that the live staging environment is not interrupted while we do our maintenance, our services. Let me give you an instance. There was an escalation that came in. There used to be to our call center in our own office, and you have people confirming to me that perhaps their system, your own system deployed in their house, isn't working well, and there are issues. And you guys need to just take a visit or work remotely to be able to troubleshoot and fix it. Okay. Now, what do we do? Because we don't want an entire company to just fold up or to just stop their operations just because our system is giving them issues. We now have to bring out a new set of systems in our own office and in our own engineering department
Hmm.
that will run the same application that we had on their own on that system. Okay. Then while going to site, we move those systems to site. On
Hmm.
getting there, we'll just find a way to link up all the peripherals into the new one, and then we switch transition from their own system to the ones we just deployed that we actually prepared and done the updates and everything in our own office. So while their entire load has been transferred to our new setup, we can now go on with maintenance on the old setup that's been giving them issues, after which we just transfer. I'm like, why is Zenith Bank giving us some issue that even up by now it hasn't ended? And GTB Bank came into the picture, and it's obvious that they were not able to learn something or to find a way to look at what was going on here with Zenith Bank and find a way to mitigate or find a way to actually avoid this kind of frustration of customers. It's just crazy.
Hmm.
It's just one of the things I was hoping that their IT guys are supposed to do. Far and beyond, who says you can have maybe like two sites for your central server, you know, between which you can switch? It's all about backing up your last history,
But I
which you hold.
but I know that there's a lot of professionals in the bank.
Yeah,
There are a lot of professionals. So it's not. I
yes,
don't think they don't know what to do. I think they know what to do, but I think it's about the same old story, corruption.
Ryan, I hope you're not taking my mind to somewhere.
Please do
Like,
take your
like,
mind.
like perhaps there could be need to clean some dirty water under the bridge, and a lot of disruption has to come in between the line. So at
Exactly.
the end of the day, it's going to be an excuse for a kind of a cover or a defense. Perhaps if there's going to be something like audit or investigation on some accounts, being run in the bank. So during this upgrade, a lot had to happen to clean up a lot of dirty waters. Because I had someone saying this more like, and I was like, is this possible? Could this be possible?
I mean, it could be possible because even in the United States, the developed countries,
Yes,
when scammers want to get through some things, they just they start talking about the glitches in the data
exactly.
in the system, and then before you
Rahim,
know, everything is
please
wiped out.
don't go far. We have our own sincerely INEC. You know what happened with the IRAVE,
Mm-hmm.
during the election. And you also know what actually happened in River State, the last election.
Mm-hmm.
They call it glitches, or network, whatever. You understand? So this, because I will say, because they've not been able to manage communications with respect to this upgrade, you leave a lot of vacuum for speculation on certain things.
Exactly.
Why can't we do this very well? For instance, in Lagos, I know we have our slogan as Center of Excellence.
Mm.
I think we should be talking about how do we shorten the speed of transaction. Walking into a bank, it should be like 3 minutes for you to do everything that you need to do, or on your app, just like an edge over, like, compared to an average performance. We should be talking about that excellent point. But I think we're not actually like getting there right now. And I will say, apparently, I wouldn't want to believe that it's still the same group of guys who are doing the same updates for Zenith Bank that are still doing it for almost all the banks across the globe, because we are getting the same results. So it worries me. And if people are to call in, I actually like people to call in to confirm whether what I'm saying is true, whether they've been affected or not. Because I know personally I had moved funds and huge funds to someone, and the money is ended. And the guy at the GT branch that I visited also confirmed that he can see the money. He called it ledger balance, and he told me the destination where the money is, but it's not reflected in my account. That's one. And the person I sent it to didn't even receive the money. And we needed to use the money for something at that point in time. So what do I do? What do you tell a customer who actually have funds with you guys, that he can actually access his funds and is hungry and can take care of family? It's something that we really need to take care of. Or
Okay.
if I'm to think about this in the light that perhaps if this particular operation was outsourced to a company that is credible, which means that if they couldn't meet up with the timeline, they are liable to some consequences.
Mm.
But definitely, like you and I know that possibly it may have been paddy stuff, and someone, an ally or someone in the bank, top management staff, or so may actually have a company that he too can also look in to handle this operation. So even if they are messing up, nobody's going to talk, because the guy at the head is the guy, and he has told them that this is actually the guys that will work on this. So I keep asking myself, when can we get things right in Nigeria? It's not going well.
I'm also asking the same question too.
And is it like it's a mindset thing that or a kind of a program, or that will be reached, that things will not work in Nigeria? It's something I actually like. I keep cracking my head to understand. We should be on that level of excellence, not just trying to patch things up. When I compare my country and experiences I have, if I travel outside here, the difference is just so wide. And I keep asking myself, we have so much and we're not taking advantage. How can Africa be the richest continent and still at the same time be the poorest continent? It's something that my generation cannot relate with. Honestly, it's not possible. Like, we have all the resources, the world are coming here to take, but still Africa, who are giving the entire world those resources, are impoverished. I don't know how that's happening.
I understand you, and
I didn't know.
I wish we're actually on the podcast now, so
Really?
spontaneously, everybody can actually contribute. But time, other people definitely will want to talk too. So
I
I,
get, I get, I get. Something should be done, Raheem.
I know, I know, I
I,
know.
I hope someone is going to be brought to book, or it just goes as business as usual, or they're going to like come up with a committee that will study this
Well, I don't
forever.
know. For me, the government government is playing kalu kalu and ludo, and I don't think they know what you're doing. So I mean, they got
That's like students.
too many things to solve. They can't solve
Yeah,
it. The minor
they're not
things in
prepared for
front of
it.
them. They're not ready. All they do is just just there as a figurehead. I appreciate you.
Apparently. But we have to do the best from our own ends, at least to take care of things. Like I wouldn't expect GT to be at this point. I was expecting them to be at that top echelon of performance, but at the moment, I'm totally disappointed. And I'm just praying for if UPA is going to come into the same process, that we should have something different. Okay, and I also ask myself, why is it that this upgrade is like happening at the same time across board? All the banks are doing this at the same time. Isn't there a way to like partition or to like segment or to like spread it at different moments so that people do not feel the same thing at the same time?
Okay,
People are affected so much.
Hugo Davis, I'm gonna have you here one of these days so you can be my guest.
That'll be fine. I look forward to it.
All right. I appreciate you.
We have to
We're looking forward to do a lot. As I'm talking to you now, there's over 300 households displaced by floods in the Benue capital, and have they been able to do anything? When they already know that this is going to happen, for how many years this continues,
yeah.
flood continue to ravage cities, states. Okay, I mean,
Right.
I'm good. Hugo
You
Davis,
know what?
it's okay.
Okay,
It's okay. I know
that's
you.
that's true.
I know you want to
Uh,
talk more. I know you want
so
to
much
talk.
to talk about. We have so much,
I
and we
know.
need to start working. Just
Possibly,
pray all the time.
yeah, but possibly you.
Everything is on prayer. We need to get to work.
Okay, so possibly
Mhm.
you're gonna call back again, and maybe you will talk more about other things.
Thank you so much, Rahim.
Okay, all right,
Thank you
you're
so much.
welcome.
Good night.
Hello, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Deep Prince on the line.
Yes, be please.
Good
You're welcome
evening,
on board.
and
You're welcome. Appreciate you.
yeah, I am so happy to get you connected this night. Last week Friday was too horrible, so that people were too much on the line, and we are talking with your friend from Abarante. So the thing really took a whole lot of time, and I tried my best to connect, but it wasn't working.
Don't
So
worry.
how was your day?
Good. Thank you. I'll try to be reducing the calls.
No, sir, I just really want to focus on child security. I hope I may be privileged enough to say one or two things concerning it. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Actually, there are some certain things we are looking into, and we do marvel sometimes. Some people do some certain things that we ask questions. How you see elderly people entering into some teenagers, small girls, children, abuse them, do one sort of thing or the other. And I'm so much happy that the law now is taking hold of them. And the BU, the law is not looking you with good eyes. Sometimes we talk about our female children and the parents as well. When we talk about security, we are not going to look into police or army or any other enforcement agencies to come and guide our children at home. It is our responsibility to take care of them. And that is the reason why it is a mutual effort for both man and woman or both parents to come together to make sure that they take care of the children or child that they have. More especially when you ask of what sort of things that are going in our secular environment or in secular climate today, we begin to ask, pedophilia, what is actually known as pedophilia? Pedophilia is a sort of thing, a psychiatric disorder in which an adult or an older adolescent experiences a primary or exclusive sexual attraction towards a child or a children. And you begin to ask, is this man or this woman or this adult, is he mentally okay? And that is the reason we call them pedophilia. Now you begin to ask a question, who is a child? Child, according to definition, is one that is below 18 years old. A child may be a minor or a person or a somebody who is not up to 18 years old. A child is a gift from God. And every parent is expected to have a child. Now, when you are talking of a child, how can we take care of them? Most of the problem we have today is that we are too busy, that we don't know when our children are being molested. Child molestation. When we talk about molestation, we have different types of molestation. I'm going to summarize all this because of your time. So I don't know whether you can give me more time.
Go ahead.
All right. Anywhere I can read that to give others time, and the chance to ask questions.
Big Prince, I can't hear you. Your voice is a little bit low.
Yeah, yeah, you.
Yeah, could you speak up a little bit, please?
All right. We have different types of child molestation. What is molestation? Child molestation is also known as child sexual.
You mean molestation?
Child molestation is known as child sexual abuse. It is a secret crime involved in a range of indecent sexual activity.
Okay, Big Prince, we're having issues hearing you. I'm having serious problem hearing you. I can't hear you clearly.
Can you hear me now?
Better.
Hello?
Yeah, better now.
Yeah. Child molestation is also known as child sexual abuse. It is a secret crime involving a range of indecent sexual activities between an adult
Okay.
and a child.
All right.
The two parties are being involved. One is an adult and the other side is a child. Now, if you come to molestation, we have types of molestation: defilement, rape, angering, making a child watch pornography, that is, allowing children to be watching pornographic films, exposing the genitals of kids, indecent touching, fondling, and this is, let me just stop with this. Because in our secular climate today, we don't know that even exposing the genital of a kid is a type of child molestation.
Okay.
And when you tell some when you tell some parents today that exposing the genitals of a child, either male or a female child, is a type of molestation.
Exposing the child's.
Exposing the genital part of a child
Is molestation too.
Yes, it's a molestation.
So the parents
So
definitely should get arrested too, because it's a criminal offense.
Yes, they are liable to be arrested. They are liable to be arrested.
Okay.
Because sometimes in our environment doesn't permit us to understand that this law is steady and active in Nigeria. Do you have any to ask me?
No, I don't have.
Now, let's move forward out of time.
So, Big Prince, just hit it on the head, okay? And just let us know exactly the point you're making.
Can I go back again?
No. Why would you go back again? I mean, we all know what you're saying.
Right.
So what's the point?
All right. Now, you begin to ask questions. Who could abuse your child? Who is that person who think that can abuse your child? Some people say it is the devil. But can anybody? Because you cannot go to the law court and tell the law court that it is the devil. Devil is invisible. We are talking of somebody that we are seeing. Things that are evidential. We are not talking about spiritual things. And that is the reason why the court doesn't acknowledge anything about spiritual things. We are talking about things that are evidential. Now you begin to see that 95% of sexual abuse, the things that abuse children, are based on the people that are close or people that you know. People that you know are, one, family friends. It may be your children's friends. It can be anybody close to you.
Okay.
These are the people that, in fact, you can see involved in this act of child abuse.
All right.
Users are mostly not strangers. Can I repeat again?
No, you don't have to. You've taken a lot of time.
Abusers are not mostly strangers.
Okay, so the point is that it's a bad thing, molestation. So you've told us everything. You've educated us. I mean, we understand. The point now is, how many people that you've seen that they've arrested? Because I know these things happen every day.
There have been a lot of people. Majority of the people that have been detained or their cases are about to be concluded concerning this.
Cases
nation today concerning this child abuse
in court.
Either it is hello.
In their cases is about to be what? Do you know anybody who did this? Who cases in court?
Actually, not to be mentioned now until I conclude. Now, when you talk about the abusers are not mostly strangers. They are right with you in your house. It can be a co-tenant. It can be a family member. Most especially the school teachers, the lesson teachers, their friends in the school, hostel, classmates, school teachers, cousins, uncles, nephew, niece, father, stepfathers, grandfathers, pastors and imams, choir masters.
Okay, Big Prince.
Security guys.
Yes, we know everyone. We understand that. We know.
Hello?
Yes, we know. Can you round up, please? Thank you.
Now, what I am ending up with is, please, when we're talking about the causes of child sexual abuse, parents should be very, very careful and not put negligence. They should be very, very near to their children to give their space to their children and listen to their children. But it is as bad as no one can be trusted. And you did not listen to your children because whatever that is going underneath, and you do not hesitate to observe it earlier, will cause a lot of harm.
Okay. All right. All right.
Now, other causes of it is that causes all those things is number one.
All right. The Prince is okay. You know what? You know what?
Now,
Well, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to invite you. So we're going to have a program on that. Okay. So because right now you've taken too much time, and I don't want that. Hello.
No.
What's your name? What is your name, please?
AB Pepe dance for Sunday.
Welcome on board. Real quick. No long stories. Go straight to the point. Yes, you're welcome.
How's your day?
My day was good.
All right. I want to talk about the situations in the country right now.
Go ahead, please. Which one do you want to talk about? About your president missing and your vice?
My president is not missing.
But your president is not. You're looking for him. He's not there.
I'm not looking for him.
Nigerians are looking for him. He's not there.
We have somebody that is a interim president on his behalf. That's the Senate president.
Who's that? Senate. Do you know the
I
allegations against the Senate president? Do you know? Apart
about
from
the women.
no,
About the women.
apart what?
About the women.
Of
the
course.
actresses.
Yes, now. You know he's a strong man from that other side. He knows how to do things on the other room. There's been too many things that he's been doing lately. And that maybe that's why they're actually looking forward to be able to take him out of there.
No, they can't take him out of there because he's a strong man.
Where are you from? Every pepper then, where are you from?
I'm from Niger Delta, from Edo State.
Ondo?
Edo. Niger Delta.
Is your mom from across river or Akwa Ibom?
No. From Edo. Edo State, Niger Delta.
I know. Which party are you? PDP, right?
The heartbeat of the nation. You said?
Which party are you? PDP, right?
I'm
or
not
PDPC?
I'm not a party man, but I just, one thing is that, you see, fine, the president is not around. The vice
and your vice is not around. Who does that?
Yes. But Nigeria has not gone down because Nigeria is a country.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you guys know what happens in the international politics? Do you guys have any clue of what's going on in the developed countries? Do you know this? No, hold on. Let me finish. Do you know that this kind of stuff can happen in America? It can't even happen in Europe. It can't even happen anywhere else where things are happening. Well, hold on. It happened where? When?
In France.
In France. When was that?
During World War II, Charles de Gaulle.
You're talking about World War II?
Yes.
That's not. No. Listen, hold on. There's no war anywhere else. We're not participating in any war right now. Okay. Listen. No. We're not talking about that. That I know the issue you're talking about. That it's actually connected to something else. That is not what it's not. You can't compare what is happening here. Why would you be supporting? Why you guys like to support bad things? You advocate for things that doesn't make sense. Your president in a situation of what's going on in the world and in the country. There's too many things right now. So I'm talking to you in Benue State, in the capitals in Benue, 300 households have been misplaced. Your president's supposed to come out and give a speech. Little point.
World War II. During World War II, Charles de Gaulle was out of France.
Would you stop talking about World War II? Do we have war here? Is there any war? World War II. Do you want to? Let me ask you a question. Some of you, I don't know. Okay, World War II. Who was the one fighting? How many countries fighting that war?
Yeah, we have couple of countries. We have France and Belgium fighting Russia
Okay.
and Germany.
Now you said
Yeah,
it. You said it. You said it.
yeah.
France. Okay. Now, so that is World War II. And do you really know exactly why that happened? And why would you be comparing that? Because it's not like, it doesn't look like, it doesn't resemble
But
what's
you
happening here.
asked the question, and I give you the
No,
answer.
no. Don't say that. Your president and your vice is not around. And
That's
there's
why we
issues.
have
There's no war. We're
we
not
have-
fighting any war. Are we fighting any war?
Wait, we have what we call bureaucracy. You understand?
No.
We have government is not one person. You know what they taught
Look,
us in school? They
there's-
said government is
there-
group of people
there-
that govern the nation.
There's something I'm going to.
We have representative, yeah.
It's obvious that you don't really understand exactly what I'm talking about, because you
No,
just
I
want to be heard.
understand.
I'm
You
going
still
to.
doesn't quite understand me.
I am
We
going
have
to. I don't.
Senate president.
It doesn't
After
make sense.
Mhm.
Okay, let me ask you one question, please. Can you answer me? And don't beat around the bush. Just say yes or no. Did your Senate president talk about some of the scenarios and the incident that just happened recently? Has he given any speech
any speech
Yes.
concerning
Okay, let me just say concerning the flood that just ravaged Benue and so many other prone, flood blown and prone areas. Has he given any speech about that?
I think they gave speech on the one on the football Libya issue.
No, not talking about that one. I just asked you the flood that just happened. Did they kill them in Libya? We're talking about what displaced
No,
people, what
no,
displaced
no.
properties,
Yeah,
what's
no,
killing
no.
people.
No.
Okay, so what is that? So there's something I need to say to you, but I can't say now. When I'm just going to take my time to be able to say, so you understand the kind of people you'll have as president and leaders that you're supporting. And I'm very sure if you become a leader, you're going to behave like them also.
I won't be like them. See, you are not trying to get. We are not having a vacuum here. We have a Senate president. We have deputy Senate president. We have the chief of staff. We have the SSG.
Okay.
We have the in government. There cannot be a vacuum because somebody will get to fill
I just
the gap.
ask a question. One
You
of the
guys-
one of the
you
incident,
guys-
one of the issue
Yeah.
that just happened, as the
Yeah, they
Senate
will
president
put
is supposed to be the
on-
number third man. Has he given a
Yeah.
speech about that? There's too many things going on. Has he given a speech about that? Did he come
There are
up and
many
say, okay?
There are many people in the
Meanwhile,
government that
he's there frolicking with actresses. Yeah, there's allegation on his head.
You just said it's an allegation.
It's an
and
allegation,
you
of
cannot
course.
do- so it has not been proven. I
No.
just read it now that the AGM.
No. Why are you talking? Why are you talking as you're talking as if we're in court? We're not in court. We see it's alleged.
I
Okay.
just read it now. AGM, they said that they are investigating. So
There
it's
is.
an allegation. It has
Listen.
not
Let me
been
tell
proven.
you. Let me tell you. As
Yeah.
broadcasters,
Yes.
they have actually remoted the media to say the things that they want to say. I used to pimp. Listen, I used to, if you understand, I used to pimp for these people at Metama.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what the allegation? Listen,
Spy.
listen. I used to. The allegation that you're talking about is real. There's nothing like investigation. Is brouhaha talking about who are they investigating? We know all the politicians. We know what they do. At Metama, at the ministers' quarters, we know what they do. Girls fly all the way from all over the world, and they come there to have fun with them. We know
But
that.
the actors guild, they say they are investigating it. I just
That is their business. Well, what we know is that the guy is from Licking, where is that kind of person will be. That kind of person should be, I don't know, whatever they want to do to him, let him do. Is from Niger Delta. I'm also from a Niger Delta. I can't support.
They call him uncommon man.
Yeah. All
He's
right.
an uncommon man.
Your time
It's uncommon.
Your time is over.
In fact, it's one of the presidents we should look forward to. He might
Are
be
you
a president.
serious? Ah.
Yes, under APC.
Under APC.
Yes.
And PDP too.
He changed the face of Akwa Ibom when he became a governor. When he became a governor.
Okay.
Yes. During those days, before he became governor in Akwa Ibom State, a lot of Akwa Ibom people, they used to, even in Lagos, some of them, they are doing a hotel business, hotel boys, all these things. But when he became governor, he changed all these things. Most of them went back home. And he established, in fact, I have somebody close to me.
Let me tell you that
yeah.
that the people of Akwa Ibom said 95%, because I went on journalism. We went around and they wanted to kill him. They hated him. Well, hold on. Can I talk? Are we politicians? I'm not a politician. I'm a broadcaster and a journalist. So I have gone there and I find out that they hated him. They said he stole, he embezzled, he did little, just the same thing.
One is local government during the local government promotion.
So why did he jump ship from PDP and went to APC? Do you know why?
Anybody can jump ship.
All right, you're a good politician. I like that. Thank you very much for calling in. I appreciate you. All right, good politician. You support. You know, when you see people who support people like that, you know, some of you think that because I come here and pretend as if I don't know these guys. I know them one-on-one. I've done things with them one-on-one. I can tell you a lot about them. I'm also from the Niger Delta. Hello. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, Brian.
Good evening to you.
Good news calling you.
Who?
Good news.
Good news. Go straight ahead.
I don't want to take too much of your time.
Please don't take. Just go straight, okay?
My point this evening. I don't know why some people. I don't know why some people don't see what happened for this country. When I hear where some people they talk like say they know the point inside this country. Look at what is going on for country. Our father in their house. Our five president know their house. 100 and something people die one day. Nobody say anything. For the country where we have president, we have five presidents. Person could come mention we have Senate president. The last time we actually Nigeria no have Senate president, and I don't know why Nigeria is still keeping that man for that place. Senate president, we have Senate president. Senate president, we tell Nigeria anywhere you see food, go and eat. Number 3 man for the country. President could tell me say we have Senate president. For where?
Is your brother now?
I'm from Nigeria. Everybody inside Nigeria is my brother. I know a brother. Because I cannot have brother. If you cannot open my and tell me what I'm supposed to hear.
Okay, so when he was a governor, I know he did some things. How did he do? Were you in Akwa Ibom that time?
I'm in the Akwa Ibom.
Okay, you were in Lagos.
Yes, in the Akwa Ibom.
So, how did he do when he was a governor?
Everybody know he may do fine. Everybody know he may do fine. But now, I don't know what is going on. I don't know.
Okay. Good news.
Because if this is the person, if this is the governor of Bible State, therefore that kind of place, and Nigeria they like this. I know sure. That is not a party where I know. That is not a party. Maybe then they twins. Maybe that is a junior brother, because that is not a party.
Okay. Oh no. Goodness. Thank you. Thank you.
When I hear where they tell me say we have Senate president, this is the worst president where Nigeria since they born me for this country.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. You've said what you said. Thank you. 0700-903-903-903 and then 08171756338. These are the numbers. You can call on the numbers and tell me what you think. What is your say? What is your overview of what's going on around you? Is what's happening in the country, in the world? What do you want to talk about? What is that thing that you want to rant about? The phone lines are open. Let's go. Hello?
Hello?
What is your name, please?
Hello, Rahim. Good evening. This is Chibuzo from Ijesa.
All right, Chibuzo, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, let me drop this. I will not take it word for word. The quote by Sir Edmund Burke. He said that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is when good men fail to do anything. That is when good men do nothing.
Mm.
Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I will come to that later. I'll come to that statement later. Then, I discovered that a lot of APC or APC supporters, people like Peter Osipo and the guy that called the guy that called before my video brother that called earlier, that dropped his call now.
Yeah,
I found out that
Ebi pepper them.
I don't know. I don't care to know his name. I found out that the irresponsibility and the APC supporters are synonymous with lack of sense of responsibility. They lack the sense of responsibility, and that is the reason.
Do you have a paper proof for that?
Yeah, what?
A written proof on that. Do you have?
Do you need a written proof? I mean, have I not called many times? Have I not called before to complain about Peter Osipo?
I'm just saying. Let's go ahead, please.
Definitely, you know what I'm talking about. And Nigerians who are, because Nigerians who have been listening to radio station, especially VOP, they already know. Because I don't see how someone in his right senses will, after seeing what is happening, will still come out to say, I don't want to use derogatory statements or words on radio. So I believe this is an international radio. People from outside listen.
No, apart from that, it's natural. It's a standard for all radio stations. You don't use derogatory words.
Yes, yeah. So, but I don't see how someone in his right senses will call and be supporting evil, be supporting what is not correct.
Anyway, that's
I'm coming. I have never seen, now coming to the state of the nation, with respect to the body language of the presidency, the president and the vice. I have never seen a situation where there is a problem in a home, the father leaves and the mother also leaves, and someone calls him, someone if you touch his mouth now, he will tell you that his sense is correct. He will tell me that it's okay for the president and the vice president of a nation to vacate their seat and begin to frolic around the world in the guise of seeking for whatever they are going for. Because I believe that I know that someone by Ononuga will want to kind of give an excuse that the president and the vice they went out to get investors, foreign investors. How? Do we need further? See, I used to tell people that Nigeria is the most blessed country in the world. Nigerians are among the best brains in the world. And we have resources both in the air, beneath the ground, everything. The only research that Nigeria is lacking is basic good leadership. Nigeria lacks leadership. We are going to get it right with Yaradua and Jonathan. But unfortunately, what happened. What happened. And today we are suffering it. We are suffering because we are allowed rubbish to happen now. Now my contribution is going back to Sir Edmund Burke say, quote, Nigeria is where it is today because we are condoling the rubbish that is happening. Nigerians have not woken up yet. How much was fuel? How much was a liter of fuel? Just a few 18 months ago. How much? And then someone said that he was going to, when he comes on board, he was kind of saying, for Kobale, if Kobale be Tibawu, that his fuel is going to come down. Now what we have? How much was what was the exchange rate? Rahim, I stumbled upon a post of an old about an old tennis tournament held in Nigeria, and that was where I came to know that back then, in the late 70s, that $1 was 76 kobo. I will repeat, maybe you didn't hear me right. Nigerians didn't hear me right.
I heard you.
$1 was 76 kobo.
I heard you.
And last night I was going through some Facebook reels, and one man, maybe he's resident in UK or maybe one of the EU countries, and I don't know if he was holding a small loaf of bread or a burger, whatever. He said, "Look at this. This costs €9, and Nigerians are complaining that Nigeria is hard. Nigeria is hard." Rahim, in Nigeria today, 20 units of Nigerian naira can only get you one sachet of pure water, and in some areas it is already 50 units. And this man, whom I told him categorically, I commented on his post that it is people like him who have impoverished Nigerians and are trying to take away the power of Nigerians, the power of survival of Nigerians. Because I don't see how I don't see the relationship between the currency of one nation to the currency of another. Because if the naira is where it should be, €9 should be less than 9 naira. But because the World Bank, the European Union, and all these demonic entities who are using our politicians to destroy our economy. Look at what Mark said on Monday, that the catastrophic demonic destructive policy of Tinubu should be maintained for the next 15 years. I don't know when some people think. I don't know if actually they sit down to think what they want to say through before saying it. Nigerians are dying they are dying of hunger. Nigerians are dying because they can't access cheap health care. They can't. I mean, affordable health care. Let's not say cheap. Affordable health care. They can't. I treated I treated an ailment just last week, and the treatment that I normally I don't spend up to 3,000 naira on, I spent nearly 30,000 naira on it.
All right,
Brahim, there is so much. But the bottom line here is that Nigerians are yet to wake up. Good men in the army, good men in the police, good men in the navy, good men in the air force, good men among the civilians. They are keeping quiet and doing nothing. That is the reason why we have the nonsense that is happening. That is why it is still moving. That is why it is still prevailing. If the only thing that will save Nigeria is not for anyone that is calling for these people to carry out a reform, nobody changes what benefits him. The people that we have in the helm of our affairs can never give us what we deserve, what we want.
Okay.
They can never give us the Nigeria of our dream. The Nigeria of our dream lies in the hands of the good people amongst amongst Nigerians that we have.
Okay.
The good people amongst us. they are the ones. It is their silence and lack of activity that is what is supporting the evil that is bedeviling us in this country.
All right.
The day Nigerians rise up, that they will mark the redemption of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. And Okupe defends Tinubu and Shettima absence is saying commanders take time off during war. Hello. What is your name, please?
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Mr. Christian. I'm calling from Shasha.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to ask one question concerning the situation of this country. I hope you are hearing me.
I am listening. Go ahead.
Yes, the question I want to ask, can't the military take over the affair of this nation? Because like our politicians, they are taking this democracy for granted. The way everything is going, I believe if the military can come take over, they will reset our thinking, even the politicians themselves.
Okay. All right. Let's check it out. 0700-903-903-903 and 08171756338. Hello, what is your name?
Hello, Daddy.
Good evening.
This is your friend, Atolagbe Abiodun.
Okay, welcome on board.
Good evening.
Good
evening, brotherly.
All right.
Anytime I listen to you, I dey wash and rise as if they wash and also.
Okay, yeah. Good.
I have a lot here, but let me start again. Let me even start from there. Arise, number one. Anytime I watch the Arise news in the morning, when I see Rufai Oseni, I have confidence of watching TV. But anytime the guy day off, like anytime you day off, like as you are having program now, you day off now, I no go really listen to any program for night again.
Thank God.
So that is the uniqueness of people with integrity. Though nobody perfect, all of us are working towards that. Some of us, let me not use all of us, because anytime I hear that some people will say, hey, all of us are suffering. I no, it's not all of you that. All of that. People that embezzle money that is not suffering, except you want to educate us in the level of their own suffering. Maybe when you are wicked people to some extent, when you are dealing with people to some extent, you are also dealing with yourself unknowing to you. Maybe that kind of suffering, people cannot agree to people. When people are saying all of us are suffering, even when Shilaka and so people will be saying people are suffering, everybody are suffering, everybody is paining it. Also, they invite some APC politician, hey, all of us are pathetic, it's not all of us. No, my brother, are you listening to me, sir?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Some days ago, like this your contribution, this account business that I told you that I was a little bit short of funds some days ago, that I'm just asking for help, that anybody that will help me, I thank God will help. I met some of my clients during this week. The woman has a beer parlor, and he adopted a girl and a teenager. When I went to collect their normal savings as we are doing this week, I saw that girl, like the girl just taking some drugs. I was feeling serious pain. That if you see how this girl was stretching herself on the seat, you know that something just happening to this girl. So I went to that woman, I collected the money. We just left the girl inside. So, and I told the woman, say, what is happening to this girl? Say, she don't know. But I suspected that it's like that girl do abortion. You know, when you adopted a child that is not your child for a beer parlor business, some guys can come and take drinks and see something that they will. So I suspected something. That aside, put that aside. Do you know that when Buhari was a government, Aisha Buhari, he spent a lot of Nigerian resources in Dubai? You know, all those unnecessary things, all those shameless things, and some people will still come to radio and still be defending such. Okay, now in Nigeria we say we are collecting Abacha loot. Is it only Abacha that is our past president? What of Obasanjo's loot as a Yoruba man like me? What of Jonathan loot? What of Buhari loot? What of Gowon that they were showing in Arise now that is doing 90 years? What of Gowon loot? Are we serious at all? I don't want to agree that all of us are keeping quiet. All of us are not keeping quiet. But maybe we still have some people that need to be in forefront of this agitation to make things work better. Lastly, in the next 2 days now, our 4 years remembrance for our Lekki toll gate will comes up.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. 55 minutes, getting close to the top of the hour, 11 o'clock. I still have a couple of calls to peak. 0700 903 903 903 or 081717563338. Anybody out there want to call me right now? Let me hear from you. Hello, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mrs. Kenny. How are you?
I'm good. Mr. Kenny, you're welcome on board. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I heard someone asking you how you were feeling and you said you're under the weather.
I have Qatar.
You have Qatar. Can you consider taking like 10 oranges at one sitting? It will help you.
Okay.
And hot water bath.
I'll try that.
Alrighty. Shout out to all women. Today is menopause day. Yoo-hoo. So, right into what I want to talk about. I think last week Sunday, I was listening to a seminar that was delivered by a gentleman from Kenya, I believe. I think he's a professor in law, I think a PhD in law. And he had come for the 10-year anniversary for Abu Bakr Saraki. And there's some things he said that were so true, that resonated with me. But I'm going particularly to one aspect of the seminar that I feel was a summary of everything he said. He said that in the whole world, Nigerians are known. That if you go anywhere in the world and you don't see a Nigerian, you should leave that place, because that means that place is not, a good place to stay. He said if you go internationally, one of the best doctors will be a Nigerian, scientist will be a Nigerian. Now I'm using my own words. Basically, Nigerians are good in diaspora. And then he landed. Number 1, Yahoo, Nigeria. So it doesn't surprise me when we're listening in on your nighttime show that we have people who align with evil. I'm going to call a spade a spade. So I'm going to say to all Nigerians, listen up now. We have not had true leaders. Because another thing the gentleman said, and which is also in the Bible says, if you want to be the greatest of them all, then you should be the one that will wash other people's feet. And Jesus Christ demonstrated that. How many of our presidents in Nigeria wash people's feet? As a matter of fact, I don't want to offend anybody, but there's a certain person that just called on your radio show, and he was asking for past presidents to return loot. So he called Jonathan, he called Gowon, he called Buhari. What happened to Obasanjo? He didn't call him. Is it possible that Obasanjo did not loot? And the person that was talking is a Yoruba man. So let's start with tribalism. Tribalism has to stop. We need to call a spade a spade. We should stop placating people because they're from the same tribe as we are. Now I'm going directly to where I want to go. And I'm fearless this time because I am very angry. In Yoruba land, they call him Are Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In English, we call him President. I'll give him all due respect. President Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a good man. I'm saying that categorically. And why is that?
Why do you say that? It's a good man. It's a good man, of course.
Okay, he's a good man.
Mm.
And then we'll determine when we do all the analysis. He is a good man. Okay? He has potential. Everybody that is alive has potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
We err on the side of caution. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu today is still controlling the coffers of Lagos State. Is it not a known fact? That's number one. He has been out of that seat for how many years? And yet, the people in Lagos State do not have the guts. I was going to be vulgar a little bit. I was going to say dash.
No, do not.
They don't have the guts.
Do not be vulgar, please.
I'm not. I'm just going to say. They don't have the guts to stand up to him and say, you know what? You are no longer going to loot the treasuries of Lagos State. All negotiations are completed as far as I'm concerned. Anybody that is in position in Lagos State and is not stopping the looting that is going on in Lagos State by the former governor of Lagos State, who is now the current president of Nigeria, is complicit because they too want to do their own. I don't know. I'm digressing a little bit right now. I don't know what kind of faith they have when they go to embassies. And the embassies are asking them questions, and they're asking questions. Don't they kind of have a mind where they imagine how they look in front of these embassy officials, these consular officials, and they're doing the interviews to get visas to get to another country where they want to go and hide the money they have stolen from Nigeria. The other day, somebody was saying, and yes, in the media, that $100,000, that's what I heard, leaves Nigeria every hour. Can you fathom that? Think about it. So Nigeria is seriously bleeding, and a lot of people are complicit on it. We as Nigerians need to say enough is enough. How do we do that? We don't have to be aggressive. Wherever you find yourself, whether you're in government, when you see a request to release money as retirement benefits for past governors, don't process it. There is no governor that is entitled to a retirement package. That is daylight robbery. And anyone that processes those requests complicit. Now, for the good of all listening, complicit means you are agreeing with what they're saying or what they're doing or how they think or their ideology, that they are reflecting who you are. And if you say no, they're not reflecting who you are, then when those requests come to your table, because it's not only processed by one person, it goes through a blockchain. Do not process those requests. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. All past governors with retirement packages, those retirement packages should be cancelled with immediate effect. Likewise, any other person who has held political position, I'm not talking about civil servants, political position, and they packaged for themselves retirement for them to continue to loot even outside the office. Those packages should be rescinded, should be stopped immediately. That's number one. Past presidents, past officials that have looted money outside of Nigeria, the curse of the Most High God is upon them, and they don't know. They have destroyed their you will see what would happen down the line to their lineage. You don't know that they have done something terrible to their lineage. The Bible says that if you give to the poor, you lend to God, and He will repay you. If these people are looting our commonwealth, and we are watching them, we are complicit, especially if we have power or we're in a position not to cooperate with them. We are complicit. That means the sins, we will partake in them and get the same reward that they're getting at the long run. That's another thing. Now, with reference to all those people, these are now just powers that be, that are cronies of people that are in power and are benefiting and siphoning our commonwealth. They need to stop, and they need to give it back. Because the day of reckoning is coming when no one can save them. A word is enough for the wise. Adedibu was powerful. Where is he now? Everybody needs to know that death is inevitable. Everybody must die. It's either we die or rapture comes and takes us. For those people in power, and I'm going to name names, everybody that is a former, by the way, there's only one governor I respect in Nigeria, and that is Peter Obi. Not because he's Igbo. He's the only governor, and I stand corrected, that did not put together a return package for himself. I stand corrected. I want someone to come and say, no, he did, and show me what he did. He was selfless. And as he was leaving, he left a tidy sum of money in the coffers of Anambra State for the following governor to start working with. Peter Obi, as far as I'm concerned, people will say, oh, he doesn't have he's not strong enough to lead Nigeria. Nigeria needs a hard hand. Nigeria needs an honest man. We need a hard hand. We have had too many hard hands. What's his name? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a hard hand. That man is looting Nigeria in our face. He bought a yacht. He bought the bulletproof Cadillac Escalade. He bought helicopters or the airplane, whatever, aircraft he bought. He has taken loans. He has assigned a contract for the coastal highway to his company. He has also assigned that what do you call it? Oh, crude oil transaction with, is it Con Oil or what's the name of that company? Is it not his family member? It's a fake. He's the one benefiting from it. Yet he said that he doesn't want Dangote to have monopoly. These people are stealing from us in broad daylight. Nigerians, I'm not saying pour into the street. A lot of you work in government. A lot of you every day go and say, Babao, you dobale, they give you a little money, and then you go and harass other people. A lot of you come on air and are supporting daylight robbery. Listen, Ezekiel chapter 9, verses 4 to 6. It says, God was speaking to the angels and the watchmen that they should go and mock those people who are speaking out against evil. The angel suddenly came out of thin air and went out mocking everybody, speaking out against evil. Then they came back to God and said they had done it. Then God said that the angels that have been designated to go and slaughter anyone who did not have the mark on their forehead. And the angels appeared out of thin and slaughtered out everybody that did not have the mark on them. And God said specifically, start from my sanctuary. Where am I going with this? Every Christian, every preacher that has a pulpit and is quiet, because either their tribesman is in the realm of affairs and is dealing with Nigeria, and so they keep quiet. That mark will not be placed on you. You know the Bible very well. And the Bible says that we should not all strive to be teachers, because if you are a teacher, your punishment will be 4 times worse than those who are not teachers. Well, you already have a pulpit, or you have a church, or you're a general overseer, whomever you are, and you're not telling the truth to power, either for one reason or the other, I have news for you. The judgment of the Lord will start from his house. You who are quiet will surely be a casualty.
Okay. All right.
And the Bible says, right quick, I don't want to offend, because when you start like that, you're cautioning me, and I get it. Right? One thing I want to say is that the Lord said, I am the Lord your God, and I change not. And that is why you are not consumed. If God did not withhold his own son and gave him for our sins, how much more when he comes to bring vengeance on people that are erring? That's number one. Number two, if God was not merciful to Moses, who was his friend, Moses, the meekest man on earth, that's what God said, and allowed him only to see the promised land and not to enter it because of anger, who are we to expect partiality? God is not a respecter of people. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. A day has come, as according to Jeremiah, God says we shouldn't pray for the wicked one. That if we pray and cry for them, He will not answer. In Revelation, it says that God is coming with His reward, that those that are wicked to continue to be wicked. Those that are good should continue to be good. Because when He comes, He will met out His reward. I am saying, God does not delight in the death of a sinner. He shed His blood through His Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for all men. Every tribe and tongue have already been counted for. We all need to repent now before it's too late. As Igbo people will say, and I'll translate it in English, you use your tongue and count your teeth. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. For it's a dangerous thing to fall into the hands of the Most High God. My parting shot, as always, God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigerians. God bless our resources. And Nigeria go better in our time. Rahim, get ready. Help is on the way. All good and well-meaning Nigerians, get ready. Help is on the way. And it's coming up from the Most High God. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless us all.
God bless you. Hello? Hello? Okay. Good evening to you. What's your name, please?
My name is Francis.
All right, Francis.
From Uganda.
Francis from Uganda. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. This is my first time calling. I've been trying your number for a while now.
Francis, I just rang a bell on you. Thank you for tuning in.
God bless you, sir.
All right.
Yeah, what I have to say, the way our government are doing to us is not good. People are dying. People are suffering. People are dying for hunger. People are dying for pain. Why the government are just doing things the way they like? It is not good. Even the Bible said it. It said the wicked must go unpunished. Let them please help the masses. People are dying for hunger.
You said the Bible says the wicked must go unpunished?
The wicked, yeah, that the wicked must not go unpunished.
Okay.
They must be punished.
Okay, I got you.
They must be punished. Past 5 months now, I've been trying to call because the number that you gave, 0700 903 903 903, I've been trying it for many times. It doesn't connect.
Maybe you're dialing it in the wrong way, but other people are connecting.
I don't know.
All right. But how did you connect
problem.
now? It's connected now, right?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
tried the 08. Yeah, it is the other line I called now. 08171756338.
No, it's the one you called is 0700 903 903 903. That's the one you called. That's the one I picked.
Okay, I don't know because at times I've been trying, it doesn't connect because I can't see. I have cataract problem.
All right. I thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello.
You again? No way.
Yes. Hold on, I want to say something.
No. You've said things
This woman
before.
said that somebody should challenge Obi. Fashola is better than Obi. Fashola was the best governor.
Okay.
Obi did not do anything in nature. He laid off civil servants. Why? Because they are not Nigerians. He used the government money to establish, put money in his Fidelity Bank. Many things that I saw a video of how he destroyed a business that he want to repair the road. When I watched that video, I was crying.
Okay. So since you cried, what after you cried, what happened?
The same Obi.
I said you were crying. As you cried, what did you do after you finished crying?
He was working for Abacha.
Okay, fine. All right. You people are just you're chasing clouds. I don't know.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Mr. Monday on the line.
Please go ahead real fast and quick.
You see, God bless Mrs. Kenny. He always spoke the truth, and he spoke the truth of the mind of the poor masses. You see, that woman is saying out of experience that some people will just come out argue blind argument. I don't know.
Okay, so what is your take on what's going on? Stop talking about people now. Talk about yours.
I'm talking about the country.
All right, go ahead.
You see, every work have reward, but people don't fear God. It's not he that willeth or he that runneth, but it's God that showeth mercy. The leader that is the president today, God knows why he's there, but he's using the power that God gave him to punish the poor masses. That's why I say every work in this world has reward, because the foundation is laying. The family will suffer for it. By then it's too late, because the tears of the poor touch God's heart. But people don't know. I'm not trying to preach here, but what I'm trying to say, this suffering, they know about it because of the looting, the cheating, the carrying money around. But the real truth is that Tinubu want to turn this nation, he and Shettima want to turn this nation to Islamic nation. People don't know. The supporters just be.
Tell me about it.
The NIN is the Nigeria Islamic Nation. Exactly.
How did you get that? Do you have an evidence that? Do you have proof for that?
I don't want to go deep, but
read
history and go and ask back.
Okay.
The NIN is Nigeria Islamic Nation.
Can I get something to believe what you're saying? Do you have any proof for this?
I have a lot of proof.
I know. Send a link to me so I can see it. Send me a link.
It's not me that will send you. Go and
where did you get information from? Okay. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. You see, I ask questions. You guys don't know why I ask these questions. You think I don't know? What I know, you don't know. Because I do have a lot of relatives in governance. I have a lot of relatives that are in governance in different places than I don't talk about. And if anything happened in the country today, I'll be the first to know. I'll be one of those first to know some of the secrets, because I have somebody who is close and who's deep. So if I'm asking you, where did you get that from? You just don't tell me to go and, how do I do that? Don't give me unfounded stuff. Give me something that I can lean on. Yes, we know we talk about things and we know a lot of them, but sometimes you need to give me something to hold on. Prepare them, I don't know, this guy. I think we need to, you see, the problem with you is that some of you actually are sent to come and be talking. Some of you are chasing clouds. Be careful, because I might bar you. And even if you use another line, I'm definitely going to figure you out. You don't need to. There's some of the things you're saying, you don't even need to tell me, because I already know some of these things. And I can talk with you and give you room for you to debate. Some of you don't even know how to align with what you're saying properly well. You just say it in a very raw way and in a very disrespectful way and make people to get angry. You don't know how to tell it very well. That's the problem. Pepe, Ebi, the Pepe, whatever, that's your problem. You can give me any list you want to give. I'm not listening to you. Don't give me no list. Is it someone's opinion? If it says PTOB is the best, and then all you need to do is to say, well, I think this so person the best. I know the Fashola did well. Even did better than Tinubu when Tinubu was a governor. For me, Fashola did so well. For me, PTOP did well. For me. So if you have your own opinion, come in a good way. Don't say this if you're saying it with spite. You people are so good that it's hard for me to get along with you guys sometimes. I have just little time. I gotta go. I've been listening to a lot of you, and most of you took time. I don't know whether I should start cutting you guys from 3 minutes or 2 minutes. I know this is night show, but when you take too long, you make other people not a call. You can, if I invite you as a guest, you can be able to talk and say all the things you want to say. But even at that, the person who is in charge would want to put you in the know so that you don't destroy and spoil the program. The show the show must go the way I want it to go. But most times you guys just make it, you water it down. Next time, I'm gonna be giving you time. If you get to that time and you're where, I will cut you off. And if you call back again, I wouldn't. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Akuchinyere. Akuchinyere, why are you breathing like that? What's going on? Is the country, the nation, what situation?
I wonder why some people choose to be happy and the others, they'll be happy for others to be sad. They would like to satisfy yourself, whereby others will be sad. But it's fine. That is Nigerian for you.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
How are you feeling? How is your heart?
Good. I'm under the weather. Qatar is just doing me strong.
I heard it through your voice the other day. Remember I asked?
Yes. You're right. Thank you for asking.
No problem. Have you heard from Mr. Faulkner? Because it has been a while.
Please, you can give him a shout wherever he is. Maybe you might be listening. Who knows?
Please, Mr. Faulkner, we miss your voice. We miss your...
What did you call it? You said it's what? Mr. What?
You know his name already.
Say it again. Say it again. I want to hear. I want to hear how you're saying it. It's quite very.
Mr. Faulkner.
Mr. Faulkner.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr.
Wherever
Faulkner.
you-
Is it?
yeah,
Is that
wherever
how they
you
pronounce
are.
Faulkner? Faulkner or Faulkner? Well, and anyone goes.
Please, please, wherever you are, we miss your voice. We want to hear you speak again.
Leke baya baya.
I beg, come back here.
Okay. So, well,
Alright,
okay, fine. That's it.
let me go straight to the point.
It's now you want to go straight to the point. Talking about, you see, after you've taken 2 minutes,
I have to. You said what?
you just took 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
5.
Oh, Jehovah Nissi. Okay, fine.
I don't know.
All right, please, there is a man that called. Please, if your nickname is Pepe, then please, I beg you, you can keep it to yourself for now because we lose somebody that is so dear to us that have same name with you. You can keep your Pepe to yourself for now, please. It's so fresh to us, and we are still remembering his death. I beg you, God.
Okay. So
the man that called and said is Amy Pepe and whatever.
Ebby Pepe them. Ebby Pepe.
Please.
So who are you talking about?
A man that normally calls very well on this radio station. His name is Underlittle Bozeman Pepe them.
Okay.
We lost him at 14th of September. Please, he should keep his Pepe to himself for now. I beg you. May the souls of those may the souls of those that died on that fuel accident should rest in peace. And it's so annoying that our leaders, they don't remember us when we are alive. They don't even care to remember us when some of us are dead. It's so painful. It's so painful. Look at a country, a number of people like this died. Our president don't even care. He don't even care to say anything. Yeah? It's not fair now. It's not fair. We know that assuming that the system is okay, those people will not be pushed to go and take fuel. Yeah?
Even when the system is okay, they will still do it.
No.
The people are.
Mr. Rahim, remember you have at least if.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wish Nigeria is behaving like the people that colonize them or whatever. At least people, many of us will not be behaving like this. Many people have lose hope. They have lose hope. They are only fighting for a way for them to survive. They don't even care if other people are losing for them to gain. They don't even care. Yeah, look at where something like that happened, and they know that the person that owned that fuel is losing a huge amount of money, and they still have the mind to enter there to go and buy some fuel, all because of we know the kind of expensive fuel it is now. Yeah, for them to make their own living. See now, I'm assuming that things are okay. They will not, assuming that they have work or they have something reasonable doing. Yeah, they will not have such mindset. They will never. Yeah, who won't die for suffer now? They will never have such mindset now. Yeah, we know the truth, so we have to say it, please. And concerning, in fact, I rest my case, I beg. So that you can go and sleep for us, I beg. Go and sleep. Good night, I beg. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. On Tuesday. Good night.
Okay, Akujene, thank you for your care. I should go and rest. Thank you so much. One more, and I'm out. Hello. What is your name?
Hello, my name is David from my papa.
All right, David, real quick, you have just 2 minutes.
Okay. I want to talk about the Western world, how they have been deceiving Africans. You know, You know, they talk about Abacha loot every time because they don't want any person that is like Abacha to come again because Abacha was very sensible enough, he was wise, understand me, he does not want their exploitation. Just take a look at what happened at Libya. You know, this Gaddafi was very careful not to, dance their tones, and that was why they killed him. So there's one person that wrote a book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. Watarodin. I don't know whether you know about the man.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the man, after writing that book, the man was assassinated to tell you how the Western world hated Africa. And look at what they are saying at the Economic Summit at Abuja, that Tinubu is doing well, that if this trend should continue for like 10 to 15 years, economically will be developed somehow, you understand me? So all those people they are just deceiving Africans. Abacha loot. That man is the best president that Nigeria have ever had. I'm telling you, because he did not allow the Western world to deceive him. You understand me? One certain time that we are analyzing how things went at that time at Wazobia station, when Victor Malu died, when the U.S. came they want to establish their base there, Victor Malu refused. He said, okay, let us be around when you people are training. He said, over his dead body, and they went away, sorrowful. So they conspired and killed Abacha, and they have succeeded. It's really Abacha that is saying that he's looting. What about others? Understand me? So the Western world has deceived us a lot.
All right.
Understand me? You can check about that Watarodney. You see,
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Right. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Yeah. I know a lot about that. Which, when you are in the place and the people refuse to understand what you're saying, you will shut up and you won't talk anymore. You will allow the people to hit their heads and allow chaos because you tried. People have written a lot of books to educate Africans, but still, since they want to be like that, I believe that's exactly what God did. God just said, okay, fine, you guys should just be, since you don't want to listen to me. We all know what is going on, the imperialist exploitations. I can write a book on that personally. Know what's going on. But the problem is the rat in the house is the problem, not the one outside. The rat in the house is the one that brings the one from the outside, and the one in the house is the one given the opportunity to the one outside to carry on whatever. And so he's looting, is getting his own share and giving the one outside to do that. And the imperialists from decades and years ago, all the Africans you see that die because they have one or two disagreement with the international community or some world leaders, it is because they are dead, or they died because they were killed and because they were actually standing against certain things that they couldn't, take from the imperialist, if you know what I mean. Some of them actually stood against exploitation. Some African leaders were killed because they refused to take what, to take that, what they detect them to do. So my time is far spent. I gotta go. I've got too much, but my time is spent. I'm supposed to leave at 11:30, but because of the too much go. If you guys can help me and call and make it short, short, short. Oh Lord Jesus. All of these guys, see, I wish that I have a podcast on so that I will invite Pepe them. I will invite all of you so we can have room to talk for 4 hours and go on break every 30 minutes. We go on break every 30 minutes to have series on a podcast, because that is very straight up on inch, production. And it will be better. It's not like here now that I'm actually, checking on time. So that you come and speak and we'll debate, and then you bring your facts, and then we'll be checking it, and then they, some people just come to the office to come and enjoy. Oh Lord. Okay, so anyways, so my time is fast spent. I'm sorry because they took my time. I promise you guys maybe next Friday I will start early, and then I'll open the lines early. I wanted to do my own finding first before I open the phone lines, which what I did. But then everybody is relaxed and is enjoying the talking too long thing. I know it's night, but let's also give a chance to other people to talk. Okay, all right. It's weekend. I trust that y'all meet you up again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I gotta go. I appreciate you guys. Okay, got too many things to say, but it's not coming out right. My heart is heavy. So, as I said, the imperialists, they are mostly the cause of the problem that Africa is going through. They don't want Africa to develop. And so what are the young people doing? One thing about Africans, when they are giving a little money to distract them, and they say, okay, come, you are actually against us. Come on, take it easy. Take a contract of 50 billion and take care of yourself and your family. We're going to give scholarship to anybody that you bring in, and then the scholarship will go to his followers, somebody who's an activist, somebody who's actually fighting corruption, somebody who's fighting the imperialists, who doesn't want exploitation, who want a good thing to happen in his country or her country, and you want good governance. All of a sudden has been given a contract of 50 billion, and he takes the contract and he shut up. He doesn't want to talk. Most of you calling, that's what's happening to all of you. That's why you can't. Some of you just call and talk, and because you're going to talk, and at the end of the day nothing happens. That's how it is. That's all. And so when you get that, you forget about fighting. Another person comes and says, oh, they'll give that one another contract. Exactly what happened in the Niger Delta with some of the militants. People that you call the militants, we call them freedom fighters, because they fought and they helped, but at the end of the day they had to because all of them now, as I'm talking to you, they're all billionaires. Till tomorrow they're still going to have a lot of money. Even if they're doing anything, they still have money. Too many other things. So you don't fight for anything. Now the younger ones are coming up. As soon as they start giving them money, they start getting contract, they're going to go to the oblivion or disappear. You're not going to hear anything from them anymore until another group comes back again and say, oh, we're fighting for this corruption. And then they give them another contract. But they give them small money and say, go and, handle this one. And then you keep quiet because they hand the gifts. You're always indebted to the person who gives you. If you don't know that, you can talk and loud as you can against corruption if you don't take from them. As soon as you take from them, you are in debt to them. We are over greedy. We don't love ourselves. It is Africans that are plaguing ourselves. Thank you. The Europeans gave us education. They gave us clothing. Well, okay, we should appreciate them. Listen, this is a chess game. Okay? In America, in Europe, and in the developed countries, there is an issue. The economic global, meltdown is still on. It's still affecting everywhere. People are still going through things, but they're not showing it. They're constituting themselves in the right way, and they're putting things together, and they're behaving as if nothing is happening, and they're still moving on. The difference between it's not that the white guy is not. It's not that the white guy doesn't shit. He does. But we do it more. And it's crazy that everybody who travels to Jackpot or travels out of the country doesn't want to come back. They say my country is bad, and we do better there. The system is good. Okay? But they are still the one exploiting. And the money you're getting, not even the way you're supposed to get it, is from here. It's from Africa. All the distraction in the northern region is because there's some precious stuff that we don't know about that. I mean, a lot of you don't know about that. It's just people. Ibrahim Traoré actually fought stand still even when the French president tried to get some other Africans to remove him so many times, it didn't work out. From the sanction given from ECOWAS against all the, junta-led countries like Burkina Faso and the rest, and Niger and the rest, as I'm talking to you, go and find out. No matter how they attack those people, those countries, those leaders, they are doing better than Nigerians. The CFR is even good looking. The cities, the Ghana cities, is even good looking. Thank you. I would do that. So, they have actually stopped all, that the French government are coming after them. They stop them. They chase them out. They say, we don't want to have your peace-loving, keeping whatever military. We want you out. They send them out. And, they are now doing well. They have built a lot of industries. Ibrahim Traoré, the youngest president, of course, it's a junta-led. They actually got into, you would say, okay, it's not good for the military to take over, but it's the military take over countries in Africa that is doing well now. They're building industries. They refuse the exploitation. They chase all of these people. Go. We don't want to have anything to do with you guys. You guys are the one wrecking us. You will connect pipe from here down to that side. You'll be taking our mineral resources. You take our golds. You take our diamonds. You take all our precious stones. And you go and better your own place. We want to have that. It's a fight. They've been looking for a way to get him out. But they are all doing good. They have left ECOWAS. I don't know if they're going back. They have joined. And they get a lot of support from other countries, majorly from Russia. Ammunitions and everything. Industries. And they have actually cut costs in governance. If you are in the hands of affairs as a politician in governance, if you have a 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, they're not buying any one for you. It's not like this one. They are buying millions of, how much you use millions and billions to buy cars for the House of Reps or National Assembly members and government officials. They don't do that. They cut all their salaries and they told them to use just one. Just one, Cyphers. Just one. Use your own car. No more buying of car and gifting, cars to government officials. Industries has been, the international community, the writers, they try to, spoil the name of the junta-led government and the leaders that they're not doing anything. The place has been ravaged with, rebels. But these rebels we're talking about were sent by the colonial masters. It's enough. Enough of exploitation. They say no and they're doing well. They've been sanctioned through ECOWAS, through our other African leaders. So many African leaders just love power. People like Alassane Ouattara is one problem, the president of Ivory Coast. So this is the same thing, and they actually has classified our own president as the same. If our own leaders are not greedy, okay. For example, our president already have money. His money is long. Why can't you? And I heard somebody saying he helped a lot of people from the gutter and make them butter and pepper them. I saw what you wrote. But then why can't he replicate such thing with the country? How many people there is poor? If you do it with 5, 10, 20 or 100 persons, why don't do it with how many people do we have in Nigeria and also in diaspora? You can change this. This thing is easy. You can say no to it. Get the right people. Connect to the youth. Tell them this is it. Put a law and let head rolls. And then you manage the little you have. Don't forget about even going in the next term. Just use this 4 years and just make sure you make the people happy. And you know how gullible some of us are. We're just going to support him and say, yes, that's the person we want. We'll remove our shirts and our trousers and go naked on the road and use it to put on the roads for him to climb on and walk through. That's how it is. But we've not seen anything like that. I'm angry, so Burkina Faso. Go check him out. Ibrahim Traore, the youngest, is junta led. So let's try and help ourselves. Let's try and help ourselves, okay? And then before I go, I'd like to say that many people are actually crying. A lot of callers are actually crying. For some of you that have small money, please link me. Bring your money. Let's do a giveaway for some of the people that need money, that need food. Some of you have small money. Send it. VDM asked for NGO money. He got 200 and something million. Come on. If I can get a little, I don't even need much. If I can get 1 million, I can gather up people here. And, people who really need the money, we can televise them, give them, small of it, 200 or 150,000 for them to start a business. Business thrive very well in Lagos. So you can start small business and then it can. So if you want to be a good person like that, please link me up, reach out to me, and so there are a lot of people we can help. Some of you have plenty of money. You don't even know what to use the money to. Bring it so that we can help people. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I got to go. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to Friday. Once again, thank you so much for being with me. And next time, please let our summation be short so that others can participate. I'm angry at all of you who called me too long. I didn't want to cut you off, but it shouldn't happen next time. All right, so take care of yourself, and then we're going to do this again on Friday, on Thursday, on Wednesday, and I'm not going to be here on Monday, so it's from Tuesday to Friday. I appreciate it, guys, and God bless you.